We begin on the NFL gridiron where Gang Green stumbled Sunday at MetLife Stadium. I really thought the Jets were on a roll coming in, but rookie quarterback Sam Darnold and the team let me down. Perhaps it was the heavy winds in the Meadowlands or simply a good Minnesota team that finally got its act together. Regardless, Darnold proved to be no match for Kirk Cousins and the Vikings defense, which picked him off 3 times. Final score, Vikings 37, Jets 17. We go inside the locker room for more.
I thought the first, that touchdown drive, I thought, we executed well. I was hitting the open guys, made the defense really well, and then just a lack of execution in, the other drives that we had. So nothing more than that. It's just, lack of execution. Obviously, they did. It was a good defense. They did a great job, stopping the run, and when we were passing the ball, they did a great job, covering guys, and I just got to find completions. That's really it, and we got to do a better job executing.
What was clicking the first half today?
Well, nothing clicked for the offense, really. I mean, we struggled running the ball. At times, we had trouble protecting them, and at times, we had trouble getting the ball downfield. So, we'll go back to the drawing board. They did a good job scouting us and did a good job taking away a lot of things we like to do. So, we're getting them all the credit.
Yeah, I learned a lot this game. Just learned to continue to fight. It's a 4-quarter game. I think that's the biggest thing is, the first half I felt like I thought I personally played bad and our offense wasn't really getting in a rhythm. And we look up, we're getting the ball to start the half, and we're down 10-7. So we just got to keep fighting. We were confident in ourselves to go out there in the second half and play well. Again, we just got to execute. That's what it comes down to, and we got to do a better job of that.
Jets are now 3-4. I incorrectly noted that the 1-5 Giants would be home tonight for Atlanta on Friday's show. That Monday Night Football game is tonight, of course, but it's in Atlanta. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Hopefully, Big Blue will rebound and make up for the Jets' dud here in New York on Sunday. On the NBA hardwood, the New York Knicks are still searching for their first win of the season. The Orange and Blue were snake-bitten in consecutive nights, falling to the rival Nets in Brooklyn on Friday night, courtesy of a Karis LeVert game winner. Saturday night at the Garden, it was Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics who edged the young Knicks. They've played pretty well, just not well enough to win so far. The Knicks are in Milwaukee tonight. The Nets are 1-2 and will be in Cleveland Wednesday night to face the winless Cavaliers. Not so easy without LeBron James, I guess, although the purple and gold, LeBron's new team, is also 0-2 and coming off an interesting night Saturday night where they fell to the powerhouse Houston Rockets. The story there wasn't the defeat, but rather a fist fight between Lakers guard Rajon Rondo and Rockets guard Chris Paul. Rondo appears to spit at Paul, which sparked fists flying everywhere. Multiple suspensions have been handed out by the league for the scuffle. The NBA has suspended Lakers forward Brandon Ingram 4 games, while Rondo and Paul will sit out 3 and 2 games, respectively. It didn't stop there. According to multiple reports, the significant others of Paul and Rondo were involved in a physical altercation in the stands. The Fall Classic is finally upon us. The LA Dodgers outlasted Milwaukee in 7 games in the National League Championship Series. The World Series starts tomorrow night in Boston. The 108-win Red Sox are favored, but I'll save my prediction for the C-list. The Red Sox will trot out ace Chris Sale, while the Dodgers are still mulling between lefty starters Clayton Kershaw, who pitched in relief in Game 7 of the NLCS, and Rich Hill. If Hill goes in Game 1, Kershaw will pitch Game 2. I'm hoping to see Sale, Kershaw in Game 1 of the World Series. Our Bronxnet cameras will be at Fenway Park tomorrow night. We'll have coverage on Friday's show as well as our next Sports NYC. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. The Broadway Blue Shirts fell 4-1 to Calgary on the ice Sunday night at the Garden. The Rangers are home to host Florida Tuesday night. The Islanders will host the Panthers Wednesday night, while the Devils will host Nashville and New Jersey on Thursday night. From the MLS, Sunday delivered mixed results for the locals. The Red Bulls won 1-0 against Philadelphia. DC United topped NYCFC 3-1. Former Carolina Panthers wide receiver Ray Caruth, who in 2001 was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder of his pregnant girlfriend, was released after 8 a.m. this morning from the Sampson Correctional Institution in North Carolina. Caruth spent 17 years in jail, now 44. He was the mastermind behind a plot to kill Cherika Adams during a November 1999 shooting. Adams died about a month later. From the college football gridiron, Ohio State lost to Purdue 49-20 in the weekend's stunner. The Buckeyes continue their tradition of taking one embarrassing blowout year after year. That makes 3 years in a row for Urban Meyer's, one of his worst losses of his coaching career. But I'm sure the coach and many others didn't see that one coming on Saturday. Fordham football wasn't blown out Saturday, but it was a heartbreaker from Rose Hill. Bryant escaped the Bronx with a 42-41 win on a last-second field goal from 42 yards out, a crushing defeat for the Rams, whose offense has struggled pretty much all year until Saturday, where the defense finally let them down. In motor racing, Ferrari's Kimi Räikkönen took the American Grand Prix Sunday in Austin, Texas. It's his first victory in Formula One since 2013, 113 races later. And on a final sports roundup, if you're looking for speed, look no further than Sunday's Tour de Bronx. The bike event returns to the BX. We'll have our press conference today from our Bronxnet East studios. Stay tuned, it's coming up right after open. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a World Series prediction from yours truly. This fall classic is 102 years in the making. East meets West, and the last time it went down in the World Series, Babe Ruth was a member of the Boston Red Sox in 1916. Boston made quick work of the Yankees and the Astros in the previous two series, but in a shocking twist, I'll take the Dodgers a week after telling you how great the Red Sox and their manager are. I like how LA survived a 7-game thriller against the Brew Crew. I think their starting rotation and bullpen will be key. The Red Sox hit a ton and have plenty of depth to boot, but so does LA, and I honestly think few people will be taking them to win it in the World Series. They have the versatility to overcome pretty much anything. Why can't they avenge last year's 7-game loss to Houston in the World Series? Perhaps that experience will serve them well when the Fall Classic goes 7 this year. Dodgers in 7. You didn't think I was going to take the Red Sox now, did you? That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.